Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Oh, I'm going to show you some pictures today. They're not. They're not good. Let me just put that out there. They're not good pictures. well, a couple maybe are, but not. No, most of them aren't very good. I don't know. I show you I'll probably show you the nice pictures first. I'll wean yous in. I'll, I'll wean yous into some of the pictures. That's what I'll do. Good morning, sweet Jenny. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Jane and Sarah. Golfer girl, yes. Yes. Be prepared. Be prepared. If you've ever seen a picture of someone thinking they're about to die, you're going to see a picture of that shortly. There's my sweet Sky. My beautiful Sky. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, if you've ever seen someone that thinks they're on the verge of death, you're going to see that picture. This picture will explain, well, a couple of the pictures actually will explain that look. Good morning, Sassy and Squeak. Sassy and Sweet, excuse me, I can't even talk this morning. Good morning, Laura. Good morning. Right, I'm going to jump into this. Right, there's some pictures that are good, but a lot of them aren't of me. The good ones. Where will I? I'll start with some good ones. Right, I'll start with some good that I had to show you. This one. That was me and NASA looking inside a replica shuttle. Right, I had to show you that, and that's basically the same picture, but a more close up of the NASA thing. That's just the cargo bay of the space shuttle. This was Dixie Landings, but it's now called Port Orleans Riverside. But this was my most favourite hotel. Absolutely love it. It's called Port Orleans Riverside now, but back in the day, when I first went, it was Dixie Landings. Are you ready for this poor shame of a picture? That's me. Look at that. There's my beautiful dress. Look at that. Look how skinny I was. Just believe that. Look at the jawline on that. 19 I was there, guys. Yep. 19. I was last in the US in 2015. That was me. That was 1991. That was taken. So that's a nice picture. That's nice. Then, there's the shuttle again. The replica shuttle. These are the good photos that I found. There's more, but I just wanted to show you these ones. I don't know why. That one. Then my girlies. Wait till you see my wee girls. That's what they were like. Look at them. That was them outside them. I don't know. I think that was the Pooh Bear ride. And then another one of a shuttle. Let's see. I know you are desperate to see shuttle pictures. So there you go. More shuttles. Right. Right. What one will I go with first? Right. I'll go with the death one first. Right. This is a death one. Good morning, Stuart, right? I'll show you me, my ex-husband, and then as my son says, a man that's having the best time of his life. This was on the Hollywood Tower of Terror, the very first time I went on. Where am I? Where am I? Look, remember that pose I showed you yesterday? Look. Look, staring at death. I thought I was going to die, and there's the man living his best life right there. Look at him. He's loving it. Look at me. Look at that. Look, the ex-husband, he's going, come on now, smile for the camera. I thought I was dying. That's the look of death. That's the first time I went on. The second picture is slightly improved, slightly improved. And this was in 2015 with my son. There we are up the back. Look, I've slightly improved. I've still got my eyes shut though. My eyes are still shut. That poor girl there, she's like me. Look, I'm a bit better. We're a bit better there on it. See, a wee bit better. Right. So that was a bit of an improvement right there. That was a wee bit of an improvement. Ah, dear God. This is the rocking roller coaster. Now, I don't know whose face is the worst. Mine or my son's. Right, check this out. My poor son, look. Look at that. Look. I hope that's not my sex face. Do you know what I mean? I hope it's prettier than that. Look at that. Look at that face. I'm dying. Look, I'm just about to die. Look at Pierre's sky. Poor Pierre. Look, rock and roller coaster. Everybody, look at him. He's loving it. He's having a great time. But look at us. Look at the folk for Scotland. Yeah. Yeah. This was going back with my daughters. This is a wee bit... Yes, poor Pierre on that one. This was the dinosaur ride. You can... Sophie's clearly not interested. Sophie's not interested one little bit. Amanda, she's given it evil eye. I'm quite happy in that one. That one's not too bad. That guy's trying to look like a dinosaur, but look at Amanda. She's given it evils. She's given it the evil eye. Look at that. Sophie, she can't even look at it. I'm quite... That was the only one that I was quite good on. And the last picture is... Can you remember the nasty teacher that I told you about that gave me the belt? Well, I've got her picture here. There she is. That's the teacher that was terrible to us. And there I am. Look. That was me there. And that... Ooh, she gave me the belt. And she was the one that made us all... Let's go and we'll do some art today and everything, and then put your paintbrushes down. So-and-so was bad in the class. Let's all go back to the classroom now. That was her. But look at the class. Look at us all. He was the teacher's pet. He was a choir boy, so he was. He was a teacher's pet. But look at the innocence in that face. Look, you can tell she's... Look at her. See if I was to find her these days. If she's watching YouTube, you just better watch herself, lady. Yeah, that's me now. Shame. Shame for me. There we go. But they're hilarious, aren't they? The look of death. That's the look of death right there. You can't say death. Look, any further than that. Look. Look at that man. That man's loving it. And that's me. Dying. And poor Pierre. I mean, we must have a thought for Pierre there. Look at that. What a shame. But it gave us a wee laugh last night because I was looking through them with Peter. And there was other ones that I've spared you from today. I've spared you from quite a few. But that was us back in the day, and even my wee wedding dress on. What was it like? See, I was simple back then. I was a bit simple. I didn't know things in the world. Oh, there, here. I didn't know things. I thought I was a big lady back then. Look at that. What a shame. Beautiful dress though. That dress back then, I'll never forget it, in 1991 was £500 back then. So it was an expensive dress, and I paid for it myself. I bought it myself with my money, my working money back then. Never forget it. Oh, did I not have the other one? I did have one that I was showing the Japanese my leg. I don't know what I've done with it. Is it not in here? It can't be in here. Where I lifted up my wedding dress because I had a cheeky little, would you call it on? Pair of knickers, no. Garter belt. I had a cheeky garter belt on. I was showing the Japanese. And they were going, very exciting, Linda Sand were saying to me. Oh, did I cheer you up, Joyce? I'm glad. But yeah, that's a definite improvement in the Tower of Terror there. Although my eyes are still tightly shut, I thought at least I'll smile for the camera and pretend I'm having fun. Hated it. Hated every minute of this. Don't let this picture kid you on. I was I had to go to the toilet when I would come off that. Well, I bought my wee belt and then went to the toilet after I came off there. Yes, garter. Sky had a wee garter belt underneath that dress. And it had blue on it. So it did something borrowed, something blue. Blue was my mind. It should have been my mind that was blue. Yeah, I was even in the gutter back then. Who am I kidding? I've always been there. I've always been in the gutter. Does this have a year on it, this one? I don't think this has a year on it. Oh, but that's the old looking one. God, look at it, it's hanging apart, look. You can tell I look after things. Look at that. It's all in a big box, you see. Good morning, lovely Katrina. They're all in a big box. But there's that. I knew I had that picture. See, as soon as I seen that, I thought, oh, here we go now. Blast. You're out and blast now, Mrs. Belt Swinger. Let's call her Belt Swinger. That's a good name for her. Belting children that age, eh? But I've never been to the Edinburgh Dungeon, Joyce, but my brother has. Him and his wife, they love doing ghost hunting and things like that, right? And they've been to the Edinburgh Dungeons, and there's a certain part of the dungeon that's meant to be haunted with the ghost of a little girl. And everybody that goes to this particular bit of the dungeon, they all leave a little toy, like a little soft toy or something like that for the ghosts, so that to make her happy. Either that or so that she doesn't follow you home, one of the two. I'd believe in a soft toy. Yes, she should be the Scotland's bat. She should be. Was it Pierre said to me, she looks like Cruella de Vil, and I thought, you're right there, son. That she does. Look at my poor tortured face. There. Where's my wee best pal? Oh, there's my wee best pal there. She was my wee best pal. So, bad teacher. Bad teacher. But see, back in the day, she was happy with that. I think that made. I think she got a wee kick out of it, actually. And she was a miss. It became clear why she was a miss. Although I've often wondered what she's done. Do you know, I've never even tried to Facebook Google her. I might do, oh, I better not. I better not. If I Facebook Google her and I find her, I'll be like that. My keyboard will be on, smoking on fire. Like this. Can you remember me, can you? And she'll be like, no, strange lady, who are you? I'll be like, oh, I can remember you. And so can my hands, quite frankly. Edge of ever. No, I'm not. I'm not posting them. This is the best we're doing here. I don't want them out on the internet. This is just for us. This is a wee private thing right here between us. What picture would you like to see again? And I'll show you it, but I'm not putting them. They're not going out there. I'm not putting them out there. No. But did you like my shuttle, my rockets? I needed to show you my rockets. I'm dead proud of my pictures of my rockets. That was one of the best days of my life, believe it or not. There you go, at NASA. Doing my thing at NASA. Pretending I was an astronaut that whole day. And see if I'd have found a bit of wire or a screw or something, by God, I would have been in heaven, because I'd convinced myself that screw was actually in the space shuttle, or that's the same screw they used to make the space shuttle. It could have been off someone's car. It could have been off someone's pram. But in my mind, it was off the space shuttle. Yes, I've got. Wait, I'll show you some more rocket pictures. Where's my rocket pictures? Poppy's one up here. Poppy, I'm busy doing things, Poppy. Poppy's one to transfer. Look, that's when you first get into NASA. That replica shuttle sitting there. That one. And you get to go in that shuttle. There's a picture of, I think that's a Saturn V rocket in the background. I don't know what kind this is, but the one in the background's a Saturn V, but the looks of it. That was us in the replica shuttle. Remember when I liked our suits better when they were orange like that? See this new suit they've got, the white one? I don't know. I like the orange suit. So I do. Orange is the new orange. And then another picture of inside. Probably the same picture. And I don't know why I thought this would be a great picture, but it's the actual. It's the inside of the hull, would you call it, of the space shuttle. Right, I mean, that's boring for anybody that doesn't like space shuttles. But I love it. I see that. I loved all that. I was trigger happy with my camera. Yes, I've always loved NASA and the space program I've always wanted. Angela, this is a true story. People know this. This is a fact. I actually applied to be an astronaut from NASA. I kid you not. Right, I've got like 2 O grades, right, to my name. And one of them's childcare. Right, that's it. I've not got science, and I've not got English, and I've not got mathematics or physics or or anything. I have done a college course in mechanical engineering, right? I've got a college course for that. But that's about as far as my education goes. Good morning, sweet Jacqueline, right? So, but what I really wanted was to write NASA a letter and for them to write back. Even if it was a rejection letter, just to have that come through my door at the time was something wonderful for me. I've lost it. I don't know where the thing went. I don't know where it went to. So, oh, thank you, my sweet Sky. See, oh, I love my Sky. So, I done that. I filled in a full application form to be an astronaut. They were asking all these weird questions. I hadn't a clue what they were talking about. I was just writing things. They were asking about my health, and I was telling them I've got a crooked back. You know, I've got scoliosis, and I've got all this wrong with me. I'm not fit whatsoever, but I still wanted to be an astronaut. Right? And I sent it to them, and they were very polite. They sent me back that, unfortunately, because I come from Scotland, I'm not a US citizen. Therefore, I can't be in the astronaut programme, which was very kind of them because they could have chose a multitude of things to give me a knockback. Like, you're physically not fit, right? You've no education whatsoever. I just see that's the kind of stuff I used to do. Things like that. But I don't know what happened to my wee letter. I was dead proud of that, getting, oh, I got a letter from NASA today. I couldn't get over it. I got a letter from NASA. Although it was we don't want you. I didn't admit that didn't bother me. I didn't care. And then I joined the Armchair Astronaut Society on email and stuff like that. They send me an email, good morning Armchair Astronaut, Linda, and stuff. I don't think there is a NASA palette. There should be. It should be, and it should be like the Galaxy seed, like the Galaxy one I've got. Oh, it's a beautiful palette. Who does that? Something Cosmetics. It's not Bomb Cosmetics. It's oh, I can't remember. But it's a beautiful palette I've got in there, and the shades look like planets. So you've got the Earth, and you've got the Moon, and you've got Saturn. You've got all these shades, and they're gorgeous, gorgeous palette. What's the name of that company? Something Cosmetics. It's not Bomb Cosmetics. It sounds like that though. BH Cosmetics. I think that's it. And it's the Galaxy palette. It's beautiful. There's my lovely open-minded there. Good morning, open-minded. I don't know where it's went to. I've definitely not got it because when I moved to this house, it wasn't there, and I've been through all my pictures where it would normally be, so I don't know what's happened to it. Lost in transit, that's where it is, my wee letter. But I did write to them. As I said, no shame here when it comes to things like that. Like Revolution, like I've wrote to them about a million times now, saying would they like to do a collab with a makeup palette with me. And they just keep sending me the same thing. We've forwarded your email to the appropriate department. So now I've started writing to Too Faced. Oh, I'm going to the highest bidder. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to the highest bidder. I should write to Chanel and that next. Who wants me? Who wants me? Do I hear £5? Do I hear £5? £5, £5.20, £5.20, £5. Okay, I'll go with them. Oh yes, the Galaxy Chic palette's beautiful. I love it. I think it's the most stunningly beautiful looking palette. And the earth shade looks like the earth. It looks like the earth you're using on your eyes. It's wonderful. I've got quite a few of their palettes actually. I've got quite a few of their palettes. In fact, well, I'll take these in this one and see, because I can't remember what other palettes I've got of theirs, but I'll show you these shades. And there's the dogs thinking I'm going to do something exciting. I'm not doing anything exciting. They're after me. Look, Poppy's been on my bed already. Right, where is it? What one did I have? Ah, these ones. Right, where am I going to put this light on? Right, wait till I show you these. I've got it's BH Cosmetics. I've got Stellar, Collision, Supernova, the Galaxy one I'm going to show you, and Solar Flare. And they're all beautiful. Wait a minute here. There we go. Put this here a minute. Right. The Galaxy Chic is beautiful. Wait till you see these. Look. Earth, there's Earth. Doesn't it look like Earth? Look, all the planets. Isn't this amazing? Look, Pluto, the moon. There's the moon. Prometheus. I don't know what Prometheus is, but that is probably looks like it. The Milky Way. I mean, they're all gorgeous. So that's I'll show you the other ones. That's the Galaxy Chic one. And then the Solar Flare. Again, these are all like metallics. Beautiful metallics. I love the purple one right here. Supernova. Again, more metallics. I do like a sheen. I do like my eyes to light up. I do enjoy it. And this is my newest one from them. The Stellar Collision one. Wait to see this one. This one looks so beautiful as well. Look. And they're all metallic, shimmery colours. But as I say, I like a bit of shimmer. So there you go, that's that palette. So if I was to make a NASA palette, it would be something along the lines of the Galaxy Chic one with planets or something. Maybe I should contact BH Cosmetics. I don't think I've wrote to them yet. Is there anybody else I've not wrote to yet? Note to self. Today's job. Hassle makeup people. Hold on, I'll put this in here. I need to put it in properly, or I would. There we go. It's got to be there. And like that. Right. There we are. Ouch, oh my legs, see my legs sore today. It's cold outside though, but ow. I hope everybody's okay. Is my Sky not feeling well? My dad's not feeling well today. Hope he's going to be okay. He's got a cough again, but he has got COPD. It's a worry though these times, isn't it? I've told my mum to keep her eye on him. I need to scroll up. Thank you, sweet Joyce. Oh, Sky, you weren't well last night. Oh no. Yes, please reach out to your doctor immediately. Please reach out to your doctor. I know that a lot of people are too frightened to contact their doctor right now because of everything that's going on. And a lot of people are thinking, well, I shouldn't really phone a doctor because, you know, this is going on. I don't want to annoy the doctor. Phone the doctor, that's what they're there for. Poppy! I need to show you out my window. Right, guys. It's foggy outside. Wait, I'll show you the fog. Dun dun dun. It's like out a Stephen King novel. Look at that. See the fog? And see they two, right, used to. They're going to kill anything that comes next to this bungalow. They're going to kill it. My guard dogs. Yeah, I know. See, they're wagging their tails as if, I'm a nice dog, come on over, I won't bite you. And they would, well, they wouldn't bite a person, but if you brung a furry little animal in, they wouldn't be happy about it, let's put it that way. That's what Jack Russells are bred for, that kind of thing. And she brung the mouse in, she brung COVID the mouse in before. I'm telling you, because she brung a bird in before. The bird was dead, and I don't think she found the bird dead out in the garden. She's a killer. If it's your appendix, get to the doctor right away, because see if that bursts, it can be life-threatening, sweet Sky. Please phone them today. Please phone them today and say to them that you think it could be your appendix. They'll tell you to come in, because you've got to, as I say, that can be fatal if you don't get that seen. Sky, I'm going to be worried about you if you don't. You're going to need to tell me you will, or I'm going to be sitting here worried all day. We'll all be worried all day. We're all worried. So please, Sky, phone the doctor, make an appointment, or go and see the doctor. I'm still in my pyjamas, by the way, in case you are wondering. What does this say? Joy or something? Joy to all. There we are. I'm festive. Festive in my pyjamas today. That's what I do. Yes, Joyce, I'm still doing my soup and my toast. I'm doing good. I've lost, I don't know, but I've not weighed myself. I'm frightened to weigh myself. But the last that I weighed myself, I'd lost 10 pounds in weight. So I'm getting there. I'm going down. So I'm happy about that. I'm still doing my toast and things. But I had a Chinese meal on Saturday. So I'm not going to stop doing that. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing during the week. And I'm in no rush for the weight to come off immediately. So hopefully by the summer there'll be a big difference. Good morning, lovely Linda. Good morning. Yes, good, Sky. Make an appointment, please. Make an appointment. Listen, did any of you watch that fight that I said to you yesterday to watch, the brawl at Disneyland Toontown Fair? I think that man got 7 years in jail for that. 7 years. But he was shouting, I'm going to jail the night he was shouting. And he did go to jail that night, and he got 7 years and $1 million bail. Now, I'm not in the US, but I think that's pretty bad if you get $1 million bail. I don't think Dog the Bounty Hunter would be able to bail you out with that much. I don't think. Thank you, sweet Robbie. I'm doing good, and I'm noticing it in bits and bobs of me, but there's still a lot to go. But as I say, I'm not in any mad rush to. I'm just losing it gradually. I'm not depriving my body of nutrients or anything like that, because the soup I have, it's got vegetables and all that in it, and I have my carbs, which I love, is my toast. I'm going to do that right now, because there we are. Let's brush the eyebrows. Don't know why, I just they look a bit better now. I was concerned. Never mind the hair or that, but the eyebrows were a bit out of shape there. I had to fix them. Oh, you're looking at apartments, Sophie. Oh, I hope you find a nice one then. Linda, my Poppy. Where is she? Look, there she is here. There's my Poppy, look at her. Now, you would never believe looking at that face, but one time I was in the old house and she had a cage. We used to put them in when they were puppies, like at night time, so they didn't ransack the house, etc. And this cage just became their lair, we called it. We never closed the gate or anything, it was always left open, but their bed and stuff would be in it. But she would like to take things into the lair. She used to take stuff in there. So this one day, I'm sitting in the living room and I hear my son getting up and shouting, "Who done it? Who done that?" Right, and I'm thinking one of them's done a poo in his room or something. And he shouts, "Mum, there's a dead bird in my room." And I shouted in, "Are you sure?" Right, as if you're going to mistake that. "Oh no, it's just a bit of paper, Mum, it's okay." He went, "It's a dead bird in my room." I goes in and there's a big fat starling lying on its back with its legs up in the air like this. Stone cold dead like that. And it was in the face of going to the lair. It was as if it was ready to go to the lair. It's big. There was no blood on it, so I think she's took it and she's just. Yes, I have watched that Edge of ASMR, but it's the most disturbing documentary I think I've ever seen. And if you're an animal lover, I would suggest you didn't watch it, because I kind of wish I didn't watch it now. So she brung the big fat starling into the house. So she did. Or. And then the little mouse, again, she's out there and there's a commotion happening. I'm going, what's she doing? And the way she was prancing about was as if she was really excited, as if she had something. And my big moon boot was out there. And I looks about, I couldn't see anything, but the wee mouse must have went into my moon boot. And then that's when the mouse had come in here. My son came in here in the middle of the night and went, "Mum, there was a mouse on your couch." And I was going, "Are you sure?" And he was going, "I'm telling you, there was a mouse." And she's brung it in. I know it's hard to believe looking at her face. It's hard to believe, but it's true that she does things like that. Edgefair, I wish I hadn't watched it. I wish I hadn't watched it. So listen, if you're an animal lover, I would say don't watch it. Don't F with cats, because you think to yourself, okay, it can't be about like cats, like don't F with, and it's horrendous. It's horrendous. It gets worse and worse as the documentary goes on. So please don't watch it. Oh, you're in the Isle of Skye, Emma. I do not know Gaelic, and I think that's a terrible shame, because I think everybody in Scotland should have been taught Gaelic. You know, our language, but we never. God, I can hardly get by with talking English. I can't imagine me trying my hand at Gaelic. You know, I can say a couple of French words here and there, and maybe a bit sort of Japanese too. But, you know, I just get by talking English. Even now, I'm like, what does that big word mean? I'm a bit daft, and I don't pretend that I'm anything other than that. I didn't have a good education. I was in hospital a lot as a child, but even if I wasn't in my imagination was all over the place. I was busy looking out the window, you know, pigeons mating or something. Like, oh, there's a couple of pigeons mating outside. Dogs rolling in dog dirt and stuff like that. And I'd be like, oh, teacher would be trying to. No wonder they had no time for me, the teachers, but not like that teacher. That's a bad teacher right there. Angela, don't watch it. I wouldn't advise anybody that loves animals to watch that. I wish I hadn't, but I didn't think it was about animals, but it is at first. And then it just gets even worse. Well, there you go. But no, it wasn't Italian with me. It was a Spanish. Remember, I thought I was asking where the ladies' toilet was in Spanish. And all along I've been saying to someone, meet me in the toilets in 5 minutes. Donde está la labro de señoras, por favor? I've been telling folk to meet me in the toilets all this time. I wonder if there's anybody actually been waiting in the toilet. Oh, where is she? She said she'd be here. I'm saying it blatantly in front of the ex-husband, well, the husband at the time. Oh, donde está la labro de señoras? He's just sitting there like that. Here, Angela, I've still got a man probably up the swimming baths, up the public swim, waiting on me. Remember, he made a date with me, this man. This man made a date with me. So he did. And before I knew it, I was hooked into a date with some crazy person up swimming that I'd never met before. I was just wanting to go up and do some swimming. Yes, I think that was the boy's name, Open-Minded. I don't even want to think about it because it was so horrendous what that boy done. I don't even want to think about him. It was horrendous. Good morning, ASMR Craft Video. Yes. See, it doesn't matter what time you come in, there's always stuff being said in this channel. Here, right, I'm going to show you because you've not seen it. Do you want to, ASMR Craft videos, do you want to see the look of death? Or the look when someone thinks they're just about to die, right? If you've ever thought what that looks like, there's me, there's the ex-husband, there's me on the Disney's Tower of Terror. There we go. The look of death. And then this man's living his best life, as my son says right there. And that's me. That's me dying. Then I go back a few years later, I'm slightly better. I go back a wee bit later, I'm slightly better, but still I cannot open my eyes. There's my son. I still can't open my eyes, but I put on a fake smile. See if you ever see me smiling at you like that, you know it's not real. That's not a real smile right there. That's a hurry up and be over smile. That's that. This poor girl here, she's going through what I went the last time. Is there anybody enjoying it? Other him, he's having a great time. He's got quite good muscles, him. I don't know who he is, but by God. But there you are. Jacqueline, I thought I was dying. I thought I was going to die. I was saying to my husband as we were going in, if anything happens and you live, tell the kids I love them. That's the look of death right there. Wait, I'll show you my son, my poor son. This was in Rock and Roller Coaster, right? I don't know who's worse. There I am again. Look, I've got the same kind of look on me. I've got the same kind of look. Look at my. There's my son. There's my son. Yes, this is the Aerosmith one. This is the Rock and Roller Coaster. I've got the same look. You know, the fake smile. The fake smile, but the eyes are clenched like that. Look, the white knuckles. Look at the white knuckles. Look at my poor son. I dragged him on that. I dragged him on that ride. That's my fault. But a good laugh at it last night, though. I mean, look at it. We've always got somebody like that showing us up on it. Look, they they two are roller coaster junkies. You can tell they love it. And then there's the folk for Scotland. There's a folk for Scotland at the back. We gave Scotland, we embarrassed Scotland. See if people of Scotland were, we'd be embarrassing. They'd be like, they embarrassed us. Get on that ride again. Yeah, I know. It does look like a blow. Look, it does. I don't fancy that blow up doll though, but I'm sure somebody out there would find it attractive. But not me, not so much. Not so much. But here, I don't know, they'd probably prefer that to that. Eh? They prefer that to that. Oh, I'm not good with roller coasters, as you can probably tell. It's not really my thing. If there was pictures of It's a Small World, the wee boat ride, I would be beautiful on it. I'd be beautiful. I'd have my Mickey ears on, and you know, I'd look like a tourist, and I'd be good, and I would give Scotland a thumbs up. But that, not so much. That's not really. But I love the music in Aerosmith. I love the Aerosmith music. Yeah, can you imagine that? You're showing a picture of me here. That would be amazing. But do you know who I really want to get a hold of? I'll show you who I really want to get a hold of from my mouth. Her. She gave me the belt. I don't even know what year this was. Let me think. So 71. So I was what? And so that's 71. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1978. 1978. There I am, that's me. And that's the one that gave me the belt. I know I kept her picture. See, when I saw it last night, I thought, you're a beauty. Oh my goodness, Linda. See, my mum and dad were in a helicopter. They didn't like it. Where was it they went? Oh, my mum and dad have been all over the place. And they were in an island somewhere, and you flew somewhere, and then you get the helicopter ride to the actual resort. And my mum said she was terrified the whole way. She says it was really, really loud. She says, and it was very bumpy. She says, and she felt as if it was just ready to come down. So since she told me that, I'm thinking it doesn't sound like my kind of thing. You know, give me a proper. The only time I can compare it was when we did go to Disneyland Paris. The aeroplane, the wings of the aeroplane had the tiny little propeller things on them as well, right? So there was wee propeller things on there. And this was the plane that we went over to France in. And when we got there, we were sitting at the window seat, but we had never seen wings fall apart the way these wings fell apart to help the aeroplane slow down. As we touched down, it was raining, so there was a lot of mist that looked like smoke. And the wings just kind of went like that and flapped out. And Mike's husband, he was gripping my hand. He thought that the engine had failed, but he thought we were gone. I was full of the flavour, remember I told you? I didn't care. Oh, we'll be alright. It's just an engine. It's just an engine. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. We're alright. I've had a half bottle of wine or whatever it was. I'm good. I don't think I would like to go on a helicopter, Stuart. Even when I watched Jurassic Park, I thought, I don't think I'd like that helicopter ride. I'd be a bit worried. Oh, Camp Snoopy. Oh, well, you know that I love my Snoopy. I love my Snoopy. Yeah, see, that's what I'd be like. Oh, we're alright. Many engines has this aeroplane got? 4? Oh, we're fine. Yes, that was me. Sorry. It was in Charles de Gaulle that we landed. sky. Landed in Charles de Gaulle Airport. But that time that we did think we were dying crossing the Atlantic coming back, Peter wasn't born yet, it was just my girls. And it was during El Nino or whatever that weather system's called, right? And we were coming over from the Atlantic into Scotland, and I swear, kid you not, we just fell out the sky in the aeroplane. We were just going straight down like that. Everything in the cabin went into like free fall. The food was on the ceiling of the fuselage. Everybody was like in free fall. The air hostesses were crying and screaming, and you know you've got a problem when that happens. People were freaking out, and my girls were freaking out. So I thought the only thing I can do is hold their wee hands like that and pretend we're on a ride like in Disney. So I was holding on to them and I was going wee, wee, like that. And my arse was out, my trousers. But I was going wee, like fake smile again. Wee, this is fun, isn't it? This is fun. There's people blessing themselves and praying to God, never seen like that. I'm like, wee, like that. But I thought, if we're going to die, I don't want my girls knowing about it. I don't want them thinking about it before we die. So I done that, actually. In fact, I told that story on our national radio station, Radio Clyde. And what was it they called me? A very brave mother. I just didn't want my kids dying, but knowing they were dying before they die. Because we all thought we were dying. So anyway, the plane managed to get through this. You wouldn't have seen the mess of the whole fuselage. I'm sure oxygen masks and everything had failed. Place was littered with food. Food was everywhere. Food was on the ceiling. Food was all over the place. It was terrible. And then the pilot came down and spoke to us and says that we had hit this air pocket. And when we hit the air pocket, that's what made us fall out the air. But we were okay. Everything was fine. We're all right now. I was like, I think for the rest of the trip we were all like that. We were all shaking like that. My kids had fell asleep. They thought it was a wee. I was like that with them. Stuart, I know. But that's a true story, but that's where my mind went to. If we're dying, I'd rather they didn't know they were dying. Let's just die. Let's all. My mum and dad were there, my ex-husband was there, and my kids were there. I was like, well, I've not got my brother, but we're all basically dying together here, aren't we? Wasn't Disney fun? Wasn't it a fun time we had in Disney? Think about that as we crashed to Earth. Think of that. Stuart. I think MD really would be the same, because I could see when you see the air hostesses, they were crying. They were crying and they were trying to get their belt on. They were trying to get their seat belts and everything on. The food, we were free fall. You could do that with your arms. It was as if you were in the space station. We were free falling, so we were in this aeroplane. And it didn't, the engine sounded dodgy. Thank you very much, Jekyll. Thank you very much. I do enjoy my tattoos. I must admit, see, I've got lots of them. Lots. Everywhere. Yeah, so I was basically doing what I've always wanted to do, Linda. It was like be an astronaut, but not crashing it in my death. I don't want to be doing that. But to this day, my kids remember that. Sophie and Amanda remember that. In fact, Sophie had a similar experience, but she was herself, and it was when she used to go out with a boy that stayed in Boston. And she says that when she was either going there or coming back, that all the oxygen masks had come out, and she ended up holding hands with a German man that was sitting next to her. So my daughter and this strange, they were holding hands, so that at least if you're plunging to your death, you're holding someone's hand. So, Yes, ASMR craft video. There's a actual plane that the astronaut shoots, KC-50 or something. That's called this plane, and what it does, a lot of Apollo 13 get filmed in it, and the astronauts actually training this for zero gravity, and the plane goes up like that, goes up like that, goes up like that, right, and then it pitches over really sharply, and as it's coming down like this, everything's free falling in the cabin. So that gives like training astronauts so they can fly about. And Apollo 13, a lot of that was shot in that airplane. So basically, that's what I was doing that, but it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. Sky, I know. I told you yesterday that was exactly the look I showed you, didn't I? That one. Yeah, that's what I look like. No, when I was with my daughters, I was like that. Wee, wee. I was like that. Wee. And they were quite happy because Mummy was saying that. They were thinking, oh well, it's all, they're all just daft people. Mummy knows we're okay, we're all right. I'm going, this is fun, isn't it? I'll tell you, I think I had soiled myself a little. I don't think I was the only one. I think we'd all kind of soiled a wee bit. Either that or a wee bit of pee came out. That's just the way that flight went. Yes, I was braver on that. But see, I had the kids there. Whereas on there, see, I was a wee bit better on that other one because Peter was with me. I mean, there's a definite improvement in the face. Yes. No, I don't think I had one on, Linda, but I probably should have. I probably should have had one on. Yes, my craft video. Have a beautiful dream tonight. I hope you have a lovely sleep. Well, maybe one day. See, I keep thinking, I wonder if I'll ever get back. I wonder if I'll ever get back to Disney. But we're not even allowed out our own town right now. We're in fact, we're not even allowed out our own house at the moment, unless it's for medical or food. That's it. That's all we're allowed right now. And you know what I never done Saturday? Took my drink out the front. No, I was going to break the rules and I forgot all about it. And I didn't break any rules. We'll do that remember me this Saturday. I need to get out there. With my drink. Somebody will be phoning up going, I think you should know there's a girl actually and she's outside having a drink right now, and I know it's illegal in Scotland to have a drink outside. I'm like that. Yes. Are you, Joyce? No, we're not allowed. We're not allowed to go anywhere. Yes, we've done Universal Studios as well. In fact, I showed my son a picture of Sophie and Amanda with Xena the Warrior Princess. And the thing I remember about that picture was my father and my husband at the time were in awe of Xena the Warrior Princess. You could almost see the wee love hearts popping round their head looking at Xena. And I don't think they were looking at her big sword. She'd on one of the busty things like that. I quite liked her. Listen, truth be told, I quite liked her as well, Xena. I'm glad we've got that picture. But my father, I was like, Dad, behave yourself. Do it. Mum, tell him. Is it, have you got a curfew, Sky? See, if I do go to Disney, you will be with me. You will be with me. No public drinking. See, they said, Angela, you're not allowed to drink outside, but see outside my front door, I've got my wee path before I've got my gate. I don't know if that counts. That's like my garden area. Have you got snow? We've got fog. I'll show you out here again. We've got fog. Look, it's like the mist. It's like there's things in the mist. Like that film. Like monsters coming out the mist. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. And see, I told you what I was like. I did tell you prepared yous for this. Look at my poor boy there. That was in 2015. That was taken. That's the last time I was there. That was me. And then my wee wedding picture. I'll show you that again. What a shame for me. Where did I do? What did I do with it? Where is my wedding picture? Where did it go? Is it lost? Oh, there it is. See, to be that size again, what do I need to do? See, to be that size again. I was a size 10 there. Look at my wee happy face. I knew nothing. I knew nothing of real life right there. That's the look of innocence on you. That's the look before shit hits the fan. Isn't it? That's the look before. You look like that 1 minute and then you turn and then the next minute you look like that. So, I love you all very much. I'll be back tomorrow to see you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'm going to give you a big kiss now. Bye, everyone.